All right, I'm just getting this stream finished here, set up, but I've got some great tips for you today. Give me just a second here. We'll get switched over and pin this notification here. All right, just posting this in the Success Motivation Inspiration group. If you guys want to join me on this chat, you can comment below on the M. Curtis McCoy page, and that will let you, your chat can actually be seen live here. So today I was going to talk to you, and I had a guy this morning reach out that was looking to, trying to find a job. And so typically I'm dealing with folks that are entrepreneurs and looking to start their own business or improve or grow a business. But this guy that I was speaking with this morning is getting a high-level degree, college degree. He's out of the country. He's from a different country here. But his question was, how does he find a job when everything is so regulated and restricted, where people aren't really doing the interviews and aren't connecting. So when you're turning in resumes right now, your resume is just a stack of papers in, a huge other stack. And so he was asking if there's a good way they can connect with folks. So my suggestion this morning was if he would reach out, and this is for you too, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking to connect with somebody, connect with somebody on a high level that's kind of inaccessible. If you'll create a personalized video, for example, say that I was trying to, I want a job at Acme Corporation, and one of the biggest things, if I fill out a resume, I could have the best resume in the pile, but if there's hundreds of people that are applying for a limited number of jobs, it's going to be very difficult to connect and to stand out in that group when I'm just another piece of paper. So, there's things you could print that on a nicer piece of paper, a nice card stock, something like that. But that still doesn't really set you apart. But what if you reached out, you set up a personalized video? So if I wanted to work for Acme Corp, for example, say, hey, I love, create a video for them that says, maybe find the manager's name, the hiring manager's name. We're all on social media now. And so, create okay. So I'm going to turn on the chat here real quick. Yeah, you're exactly right. How do I pronounce your name? Nira Agravat says there's too much competition. That's exactly right. There's so much competition in the marketplace right now. But if you create a private or personalized video, you could load that up to a private Facebook channel where only they can see that. The person has to see the URL and send that in an email. So I would do something like, hey, I would love to work for Acme Corp, just some random company. I'd love to work for Acme Corp. I love what you guys have done in 2019 with some kind of highlight some of their company features. This stuff can all be found online. Pretty much any company, especially smaller businesses, love to highlight the good things that they've done and the things that they're proud of. So if you can find a press release or some information about that company where they've just started a new they've donated something to a charity, or they've, working on some kind of a cool project. And if you can find that and highlight it, and then, into your videos, say, I love that you guys did this. I really have got the same kind of same kind of goals or whatever. And if you can show that you are a valuable asset to that company, potential valuable asset, that's a great thing. Where if you've sent them this email that's got the link to it, and they're going through stacks and stacks of resumes, people are emailing resumes, but yours has a private, a personalized video message telling them why you'd like to work for them, who you are, the things that you enjoy, what you could bring to that company as a key player. Now the other, the other people, when that hiring manager talks to the other people who are in charge of hiring, if they've all seen that video, that is a really cool thing that's really unique, and not a lot of folks are doing. I would bet out of every 1,000 applicants, there's probably not one of them that is sending the personalized video like that. And so I did something years and years ago when I was still working, working for an employer. I wanted to work for this phone company, and before I started my own telecommunications business, but I reached out. Back then, MySpace was cool. And so I called that retail store that I wanted to work for, and I got the owner's name and the manager's name, just to ask kind of casually on the phone. They gave me the general manager's name. And so I reached out and friended him on, it was MySpace back in the day, friended him and started making sure that, everything that he saw, I was always posting something that was related to, I'm working on a phone. I was doing something related to the cell phone industry. And so when this guy was looking for employees, now I sent in a couple weeks later, I sent in this application and hand delivered it to him. So I'd like to speak with the general manager, and called him out by name. And as I was talking to him, I'd made sure that he had seen me on MySpace and Twitter and different things connected with all the social networks, and built a personal brand myself, so that when when I was there, he's going through a stack of papers on who to hire. And now I walk in, I'm handing him my resume, printed on a nice cardstock or whatever, and I'm there. And I had made this connection with him, liking his posts, commenting, just different stuff, so that he recognized my name. And now when I'm in there to do the application, it was almost like a friend. We'd made that connection online. And so who is he going to hire? He's going to hire the person that he's seen my name all the time. And so just kind of easy tip there. And Nira says, very nerve-wracking interviews are, I find. Yeah. And a lot of folks, hey, Nira, what do you think on interviews? Are you more nervous about meeting with somebody in person? Or for me, I actually would prefer to meet somebody in person. The video is pretty awkward. I'll say, you guys can tell it watching me. I'm always awkward on camera, but working on that. But a lot of folks they'll do this selfie, like the IGTV stuff or Snapchat or the TikTok, different videos like that. If you're on TikTok, if you're doing Snapchat or TikTok and you've got a little bit of a following there, that is massively, that takes a ton of courage. And so if you're able to do that, heck, make a TikTok or make a quick YouTube recording, make a Zoom recording. You can set up your own green screen or whatever and do that. And then you send that to the manager there. And it's just a huge thing to make you stick out from the crowd. So, but again, that personal brand, if you can all think of somebody that, there's maybe you're watching some kind of internet comedian, or somebody that you've seen. This guy, Jack Vale, I see a lot, is a comedian on, he's doing all these prank videos and stuff. And this guy, because I've followed him on Facebook and YouTube and some different stuff, I'm not sure why, but I just ended up with, I'm seeing this guy everywhere because he's on the different social media channels that I follow. And so it's kind of a crazy thing with, I watch videos once in a while with him playing some kind of a stupid prank, and I'm amazed that the people don't know him. But when you realize that it's the reason that I'm connected, the reason I'm seeing this guy everywhere is because I've followed him on different social platforms. And so if you're doing the same thing with a manager or the job that you're looking to work for, if they're seeing you constantly because you've connected with them on Twitter, Instagram, the Facebook, pretty much most businesses have a Facebook page. Set up this nice email with your video presentation that nobody else is doing. That's a huge advantage you'll have. So, Nira just says, in the UK, we have to meet in person. I've never heard of your version. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Most people are not. They're doing the personal interviews, and now a lot of companies have restricted those personal interviews to where they're not actually happening. They're looking through a stack of papers, and they may pick out the top 1 or 2 applicants and have them come in and meet at a Starbucks or something with a face mask, and it's kind of a separate thing. But imagine, Nira, if you sit down in front of your webcam. You don't have to have fancy equipment. Just sit down in front of your camera, put it, a nice background behind you. Even if you live in a really, not a nice place, face that camera where you've got a, blank wall or something, or a nice picture behind you, and then you do that video, and now you can say, hey, what's the name of the company that you're interested in working for, Nira? If you just whatever the company is, if you're looking to work for them, if you said, hey, I want to work for ABC company, I would love to work for you guys. I love that you've done this and that, whatever different highlights, and you've kind of made that private video. Hey, trends on. Hey, how you doing? Trends on YouTube video. Got some different chats coming in here. Yeah, if you can make that private video, I keep saying private. If you make that personalized video about the company that you'd like to work for and the reasons why you'd be an asset, you send them that link. They've basically made this connection with you that, they're seeing your face. They're seeing your face without a mask, or you're in your house or wherever you're at a park, wherever you're doing the video, and they've seen this really cool video. You're smiling and connecting and making a personal brand there, and when they connect with you. So Nira's looking to work for laboratories. Okay. Yes. So here's the thing too. Labs, there's different things with HIPAA. You've got to be protected as far as not sharing private information and stuff. But if you're reaching out to the laboratory that you'd like to work for, and you tell them, your background, what your degree is in, what you've been studying, the reason you enjoy, are you looking to be a compounding pharmacist, or what type of job are you looking for at that? So, but that job, if you're telling them the type of position you'd like to work for at a lab, and the reason you're qualified for that position, now you send them that private YouTube link. That would be a massive thing. That if I was working there, I'm thinking, okay, Nira has sent this video. Nira's got a great personality, looks presentable. Okay, Nira's looking to work as a medical lab assistant. You've done that before as a temporary worker. Okay, very cool. Yes, I told him that in your video. I told him, hey, I've worked as a temp worker. I would love to be a medical lab assistant. I'd love to work for your company. These are the reasons why. If you sent that over to me, if I had a lab that needed employees, you would be the first person I'd schedule that interview with. So just thought I'd throw it out there. If you guys want to drop any comments in there, I've got a couple of folks commenting right now. But if you want to message me and just kind of with any questions or comments on my thought. Have any of you guys tried doing a video like that, a personalized video for a company you're looking to work for? Or have you done that maybe trying to set up interviews with somebody? I've done that when I'm scheduling interviews with, different authors or, big name folks that I would love to have on the channel. I'll shoot a private video or a personalized video to them sometimes, use their name, tell them the reason, what I loved about their last book, the reason I'd love to have them on, and get really great results off of that when you've taken the time to create that private video for them, that they can tell not only have you got a good personality and you're easy to communicate with, but also they see that you're willing to go above and beyond what the average potential employee is going to do. So when you're putting in that work, that's a great way to make that connection and make yourself stand out. I'm going to cut this off now, but hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that's some good tips if you're looking for a job. Thanks a lot.